If you had another career before the classroom, before teaching, what I'm about to share with you could be worth several $100s a month for life. And that's not me saying this, but the U.S. Congress, who just made it the new law of the land. So if you want to understand if you qualify and how to claim these benefits, I'm taking 4 minutes to break it all down. Hi, I'm Bob Cheatham, the 403B coach. I'm a chartered retirement plan specialist with Integrity Wealth Advisors in Ventura, California. Having worked with over 1,200 teachers in more than 70 school districts from coast to coast, I know quite a few people who've waited decades for the news I'm sharing today. Up until last month, nearly 3 million Americans were denied Social Security benefits that they'd paid into fair and square years and decades ago prior to going into public service. Typically, we're talking about teachers, first responders, and other state and county workers who spent their 20s or 30s working outside those fields in private sector jobs that collected Social Security taxes or FICA deductions from each paycheck. At some point, when they were younger, these folks said, "I'm done with working retail or sitting behind a desk. I'd rather work with kids or protect and serve the public." Just so we're on the same page, to qualify for any Social Security retirement benefits, you must have worked a total of 40 quarters or more in the private sector. But back in the 80s, Congress said, wait a minute, if you did that, but you're now collecting or paying into a state pension, meaning public school teachers, first responders, and others, then we think you're double dipping. And they plugged that perceived loophole with what they called the WEP, or Windfall Elimination Provision. It basically said if you're entitled to a state pension, then Social Security can pay you pennies on the dollar for all those benefits you earned prior to working in public service. Ever since then, those who chose public service as their second career have been fighting to get this unfair provision reversed. And finally, it happened on January 5th of this year when the new Congress passed the SSFA, or Social Security Fairness Act.
The bill is passed.
So what does it mean for you? Well, as long as you paid into your Social Security at minimum for those magical 40 quarters, sometime between your teen years and your first day of public service, then you can expect your Social Security benefits to qualify for a nice bump. Social Security provides a helpful online calculator at ssa.gov, and I'll leave the link to that in the description below. Since everyone's situation is different, I won't speculate on how much additional you'd stand to receive in retirement, but most of my clients have been pleasantly surprised at the additional income the calculator is suggesting. Since this change is barely a month old, it will take a few months for those additional benefits to work their way through the system. And like all Social Security benefits, they're not automatic, meaning you won't receive them if you don't claim them. You will need to be proactive, and to help you, I'll be posting a new SSFA update on this channel every few weeks this year, so be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay on top of how this affects you. If you already retired a few years ago, you're likely to see the bump in benefits sometime this summer. However, those who qualify that retired since January of 2024, in other words, over the past 13 months, for them, Social Security has announced they will be compensated with a lump sum payment. I'll keep you posted as that comes to fruition. So, congratulations to those of you who fought this injustice for the last 40 years. That's my update for now, and I will see you in my next video.